The most dangerous manipulators don't look dangerous. They look trustworthy. Think back to the last conversation that left you feeling strange. Not angry. Not exactly sad. Just off. Like something invisible had shifted. Your confidence felt smaller. Your thoughts felt foggy, and somehow, you walked away feeling like you were the problem. But what if that feeling wasn't accidental? What if it was designed? Because manipulation rarely looks like control. It looks like kindness, concern, understanding. And that's what makes it so powerful. Today, we're uncovering 7 psychological patterns manipulators use to control people without them even realizing it. Once you see them, you'll start seeing them everywhere. Sign number 1, they control information. Manipulators don't dominate conversations. They design them. Think of them as architects of information. They decide what you know, what you don't know, and most importantly, what you think you know. They reveal pieces slowly, just enough to keep you engaged, but never enough for you to see the full picture. In relationships, this might look like someone who keeps their past mysteriously vague. In the workplace, it's the colleague who always seems to know critical information, but shares it just a little too late, leaving you confused, off balance, dependent, and when they finally step in to help, you feel grateful. That imbalance, it wasn't accidental, it was engineered. Sign number 2, they use guilt as currency. Guilt is one of the most powerful emotional forces in human psychology, and manipulators know exactly how to use it. Watch for moments when the emotional reaction doesn't match the situation. You forgot to reply to a message. Suddenly, you're accused of not caring at all. You say no to a favor. Now you're selfish, unreliable, disappointing. Notice the pattern. Small mistakes, massive emotional consequences. This technique is called guilt tripping. But in dark psychology, it's something more strategic. Think of guilt like a currency. The manipulator deposits guilt into your emotional account and later withdraws obedience. If you frequently find yourself apologizing but can't clearly explain why, something deeper may be happening. Sign number 3, they play the victim. Few manipulation tactics are as powerful as weaponized vulnerability. Manipulators often present themselves as deeply wounded, misunderstood, unlucky, constantly wronged by others. And naturally, compassionate people respond with empathy. But here is the critical difference. A genuine victim seeks healing. A manipulator seeks leverage. Their pain becomes a permanent shield against accountability. Whenever conflict appears, the conversation somehow shifts back to their suffering, their trauma, their struggles, their unfair treatment. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to feel responsible for fixing something that was never yours to fix. Sign number 4, they isolate you. Isolation rarely happens suddenly. If it did, you'd resist. Instead, it happens quietly. Gradually, a comment about your friends, a doubt about your family, a subtle suggestion that they don't understand you, like this person does. Weeks pass, then months, and slowly, the voices around you disappear. Until one day, you realize something unsettling. The only voice shaping your reality is theirs. Isolation removes outside perspectives. Without those perspectives, the manipulator becomes your only reference point for truth. And the human mind is remarkably easy to influence when it has no other mirrors. Sign number 5. They gaslight your reality. Gaslighting is not just lying. It is psychological erosion, one statement at a time. That never happened. You're imagining things. You're overreacting. You always do this. Each phrase seems small, but over time, they begin to chip away at something fundamental: your trust in your own perception. Eventually, you stop trusting your memory, your instincts, your feelings. And when that happens, guess whose version of reality becomes the only one left? Theirs. Sign number 6. They move the goalposts. At first, the expectations seem clear. You know what you're supposed to do, so you try, you improve, you adapt, but something strange happens. The standard keeps changing. No matter what you achieve, it's never quite enough. You become trapped in a cycle of constant correction, trying harder, giving more, adjusting again. This tactic creates psychological exhaustion, and exhausted people become easier to control. Because when someone is always trying to prove their worth, they rarely stop to ask whether the game itself is rigged. Sign number 7. They make you feel uniquely chosen. This final tactic is often the most seductive. Before manipulation begins, there is usually intense admiration. You are special, different, unlike anyone they've ever met. You understand them in a way no one else does. Psychologists call this love bombing, an overwhelming burst of attention, validation, and emotional closeness. But there is a hidden mechanism behind it. The intensity creates attachment, and attachment creates tolerance. Later, when the behavior changes, when the warmth disappears, you don't walk away. You try to get the feeling back. You try harder. You give more, and slowly, the cage closes. Manipulation is rarely obvious. It doesn't always look cruel, and it doesn't always come from people who see themselves as villains. Sometimes it comes from fear, from insecurity, from a deep need to control the world around them. But understanding manipulation doesn't mean accepting it. Awareness is the moment the illusion begins to break. Because once you recognize these patterns, you stop reacting automatically. You start observing, questioning, choosing. And that simple shift is the first step toward reclaiming control of your own mind. Which of these signs have you seen in real life?